And like many other issues, we're going to be deciding on November 5 what kind of a country we're going to be, and it applies to this issue as well. President Trump had withdrawn the U.S. from the WHO, and of course the Biden administration, like every other disastrous decision they made, reversed those policies when the Biden-Harris administration got in charge. Well, later this week, the UN is going to hold a, quote, summit for the future. And they're going to produce, this is right from their website, an intergovernmentally negotiated, action-oriented pact for the future with a chapter on transforming global governance. Ascending beyond the powers being sought by its subordinate agency, the WHO, the UN is seeking even broader and more powerful authority, as you will hear a lot about today. The Biden-Harris administration apparently intends to fully support the surrender and compliance of the U.S. to the UN in these endeavors. They are aligned with the international globalists that hate America, that hate the Constitution, that hate our founders, that hate our founding Judeo-Christian principles, and they want America to become like the rest of the world. They don't want us to be subordinate to or governed by our Constitution. No, they want America to be subordinate to and governed by the UN, the World Health Assembly, and the WHO. And in fact, they intend to join with others at the UN summit this week to vote to award additional powers to the UN Secretary General. They seek to facilitate the evolution of the UN from an international cooperative body to an international governing body. These powers would be triggered by any one of a number of so-called global emergencies, whether it was a so-called climate emergency, a health emergency, a cyber emergency, or a gun violence emergency, whatever that's supposed to be, a financial emergency, or whatever they deem appropriate. And the Biden-Harris administration is in full agreement with the UN and the WHO on efforts to place us under their authority and to require such things as their international health regulations, including the surveillance of U.S. citizens, the censoring of dissenting views, and much more. The American people didn't vote for this, and they don't support this, and it's up to the people's representatives, that's us gathered here today, to have a responsibility to expose this and to reject this. The U.S. should defund the WHO again. We should withdraw from the WHO. Any agreements with the WHO or the UN should require Senate approval or disapproval. And a bipartisan House majority voted to require Senate approval just last week with Tom Tiffany's bill on the House floor. So I'm proud to be joined here by my House colleagues and others who are appropriately concerned and educated, informed, and leading on this issue. Again, this is the most important issue that's getting the least amount of attention relative to its importance and its impact on our country and on the American people. And with that, I yield to the gentleman from South Carolina, Ralph Norman.
Thank you, Congressman Good. I want to thank Frank Gaffney, Tony Perkins, all my colleagues for taking a lead role in this. As Congressman Good said, this is probably, other than our financial crisis this country's in, the most important issue to call attention to. The Summit of the Future will happen on September 22nd, 23rd. And folks, what that will do is cede America's authority, America's sovereignty to basically China. China is defined as a developing country. It is the number 2 economy behind America. It's not developing. It will cede our decision-making ability to China. That's what you need to know. Let me read out what the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, his policy brief 2, issued on March of 2023. I propose that the General Assembly provide the Secretary General and the United Nations system with a standing authority to convene and operationalize automatically an emergency platform in the event of a future complex global shock of sufficient scale. Guess who determines that? The World Health Organization.
Welcome back to Crashing Edy. It's been a while, guys. Sorry about that. We had to get our sea legs under us. So we got a lot to talk about today. I think hopefully we can all agree, no matter what country we're in, because I know we got some subs out there that aren't even in the U.S. and friends and stuff, but hopefully we can all agree we want our sovereignty. We want our daggum sovereignty. of our country, whatever country we live in. And a lot of times that boils down to your currency, your money. So I don't know. This thing's a sticky wicket. But speaking of sticky wickets, look who just walked in. It's our good buddy Limzy.
Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I missed all of you so very much. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for upcoming events and stuff like that on this channel.
Yeah, we do have some stuff. So we talked about over in Italy, we are gonna give away, okay, we on most of the videos, I think almost everyone, we were doing somewhat of a giveaway. So this next one we're doing, it's gonna be in Skearch. You gotta go in there, basically subscribe to it. We don't collect any of your information. It's just an email address, and then you'll set up a username and go into the digital assets section within My Skearch, and actually here we go. Okay, and for this one, the deadline is going to be September 30th at 2:05 Central Standard Time. The Nicotera. And it's going to be, this is the contest that you guys can subscribe to or enter, and we're going to give away 500 flare. So, and here is the video that pertained to. We're in a little town called Nicotera. What's going on with you people? Sorry about the video in here, guys. It's tricky stuff. Nicotera. Little beach town down in Calabria. Okay, so yeah, that's the video that we're referring to. I'll link that down below. I'll also link the video that we just watched a little bit of. You might want to watch the whole thing. It has to do with the future of you and everyone you like and love, all your friends and family. So we got to make sure that we do keep our sovereignty one way or another, and I think we will. There's a lot of doom and gloom out there right now, and there's a lot of look over here, don't look over there. You know, they love to slide through these laws and rules in the middle of the night when we're, distracted by all sorts of other stuff. So
that's true, Eddie, man. That is so true.
It's crazy. And what's the key to financial success, Issa, really, that you've been focused on lately?
Saving money and not losing debt.
And not being in debt? Yeah, exactly. So make sure you guys are doing that. Get out of bad debt and get into good debt, if you know what I mean. There is such thing as good debt. So, and eventually you'll be able to probably borrow against your assets very easily through DeFi, and you might even be able to do it through Flare Network. I mean, that's probably where that's going. Is, in fact, I know for a fact it is where you can borrow against your Flare. Of course, it's got to get over 1.5 centavos to do that. It's probably going to be good. But anyways, we have a number of giveaways coming up. That's going to be the first one. I want to complete them all by the end of the year. So periodically we'll be doing it. Go in, it's the same process. All you got to do is hit the enter button to get involved. And then once it's up, we make a draw and we'll let you know who won. We already paid out the one gentleman. Congrats to him. It is, what is it? AQ. That's offensive. Hold on, people. AQ Adaptive Intelligence. Give him a like and subscribe. He's got an interesting channel. He won the very first giveaway for 500, and if you guys don't step up, he's going to win a lot of them, because this guy happens to be aggressive, and he's already taken home a lot of flares. So, but we're going to let other people get involved in this. The only one that's not going to be qualified for these giveaways is moi. Not yeah, but moi. Even Limzy, you know what? You can step up and enjoy some flair too if you should happen to win. But it's all going to be fair.
Thanks, Edy. And congratulations to that winner that won the flair money.
AQ Adaptive Intelligence. Yep. I don't know if you guys are into ASMR much, but Limzy kind of gets into it, so I don't know. Can you guys hear that? Anyways, all right, so yeah, just to recap our trip, though, it was really interesting. A couple things we noticed is there was virtually no crypto anywhere in Italy. There was no signage for it. No one knew what it was. They did sometimes know what Bitcoin was. I saw a couple Bitcoin ATMs, but again, not many. And it's profound, man. I mean, they have that lockdown into fiat. They've done that with Europe, as they have done in the U.S. I mean, there's no question in my mind now that the global leader in crypto, if you ever say it's anyone other than the U.S., it's not. It's the U.S. And that's why they're being very aggressive with us, because we will take over the entire space. And it does need to be a global, decentralized system. I mean, that's what they're going for, you know. But it's tough because we ain't stupid over here. So we like our crypto, it appears. So, and then the other thing I noticed is they really didn't even want the US dollar. They wanted the euro. So you had to typically, a couple times we found some people that would take it, but mostly they wanted the euro. Not interested in the US dollar. So very interesting. Did you notice anything about money over there? Anything, Limzy?
No, I was very surprised actually how popular euro is. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
You had to have it, and it is the second leading currency, so it makes sense. You know, I get it, but just interesting because I had never seen, you know, the U.S. currency almost shunned, man, and they kind of knew. They know what we're doing, so.
The U.S. is different from Italy, you know. Italy likes different things, and it's
very
cool.
Different. Very different. So, we missed some things while we were gone. Welcome to the printing press. They just increased, or I should say decreased, the Fed funds rate yesterday by 0.5, which some people were thinking was going to be 0.25, and they got to keep people happy, keep the markets happy and well fed, so they did that. So liquidity is now flowing into the system, and I'm expecting all assets to power forward, you know, go on the next leg of this bull run. So I think we'll see that here and there. Not that there's not going to be pullbacks. It's just typically, and again, this isn't financial advice, people. We don't do that. Do your own research. But typically, when liquidity is increasing and you got pullbacks, you're buying. You're not selling. It's the opposite of when they're taking liquidity out of the markets. So, whether it's houses, gold, silver, crypto, it's assets. Things that pay you. That's what you're accumulating. So, we got some more videos that will be coming up. I just wanted to remind you of this one. It's all set up. The giveaway is going to be September 30th. We'll announce shortly thereafter who won it and get it out to them. Again, congrats to the first one, to AQ Adaptive Intelligence. Nice work, fella. So a couple things in the ecosystems that we're in. XRP is getting into smart contracts directly on the ledger now. That is massive. And I think more and more I'm hearing about derivatives, and that is one heck of a big nut. If they take down derivatives, even a portion of them on the XRP ledger, that is such a massive amount of volumes. And I honestly think there's going to be bonds. The XRP is going to be used to move bonds. stocks, mutual funds, all financial instruments. And the biggest nut, though, again, is derivatives. So, but I think treasuries of multiple countries. Again, it's not going to be the only one. There's going to be other crypto assets that are going to be used to do this. The efficient ones, the ones that can be built on.
Edy, I have a question.
What do you got, Limzy?
What is derivatives? Because some people probably don't know what that is. And I don't really, and I would like to know.
Derivatives are when you take an asset like a T-bill or a stock, for instance, an option on a stock. You basically have a stock, like let's say it's IBM stock, and you have an option or a futures, some futures or a future on that particular asset. So it's, and you can have at different strike points. It's a lot of volume because there's a lot of them. There's thousands, probably tens of thousands derivatives for big stocks, because they go out different months, different timelines, different strike prices. So it's a subset of any asset. There's derivatives on the housing market. There's derivatives on it's a massive, massive market that they're going to use crypto to settle on.
It's interesting.
So, yeah, it's big time. So that's a good question, and we'll get into it a little more as we move along, and as different cryptos get into that, which I think FLR is going to get into too in a roundabout way, because they're about data, and you're going to have data for all these derivatives and stuff. So they're going to be involved in that too, I think. And KAS is so efficient, I think they're going to be too. So that's kind of XRP stuff. KAS just released their KRC20 tokens this weekend. They relaunched it. It's been pretty successful. There were definitely some hiccups. There was a hiccup with the KASware wallet. But lots of opportunity now with KASPA, and I think that's a really interesting ecosystem that's going to be around for a long time. And Gala is starting to make some moves. They got Mirandus. They had a play test a few weeks ago. It was a move. I mean, they went to another team, so this was kind of their first. I think that was their first official play test. And they're making progress. It's going to be a time. It's going to be, building games takes time and money. There's no substitute. It's not easy to do. So we'll talk more about different cryptos. But for this video, I just wanted to let you guys know about the giveaway, how to do it. It's real simple. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. We're not generally going to comment. If I do, we will answer some questions, Limzy or I or someone else from the team. But yeah, we're not going to talk a lot on there because of the scams that are going on and stuff, but we will answer questions. We're small enough that we're not getting scammed yet, so that's kind of the beauty of not having a ton of subs yet. So, but do hit the like and subscribe. As you can see, the markets are all green, man. I mean, it's a lot of, and what do you know? They just reduced interest rates. So I think there's going to be some corrections. We're in a very volatile month. It's been kind of up quite a bit so far. But, yeah. So, yeah, we're getting back in the groove now. That was kind of a major trip. You'll see in the videos if you watch them. They're kind of interesting. And, we did a lot of discovery over there and got in tune with what's going on financially and just lifestyle, outside of the U.S.
There's a feeling about just going to your destination and being there for a while, and then it feels good to be back home, and go see your family and do all that stuff.
I'm glad you could get off work and meet us out there. You should have flown with us, Limzy. I mean, that would have been, since we were going, I wasn't sure if you could make the trip. I mean, you made it out for the vids, and you put in some good work. So next time maybe we just fly together. You can just go with the fam, and hang out.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That'd be cool.
So anyways, people, I think that's going to be it for this one. We just wanted to remind you this stuff. Again, hit the like and subscribe. Spread the word. We're going through these times together. There's going to be a couple of cycles of this until the new system's in place, probably is what it looks like. So we'll go into it together. Let us know if you have any questions. You know, drop a comment if you want us to talk about certain stuff. You know, you want us to tackle certain cryptos. I'll take a look at a crypto if you guys request it. I might, you know, I'll see what I can dig up, give you my 2 cents, whatever, you know, not financial advice. The key is do your own research, people.
And remember to be good to others. Even if they're not nice to you, be good back to those.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta turn the other cheek, people. It's part of doing the right thing.
It's not easy, but you can do it.
Or sometimes you can just walk away, smile, and say, you know what, have a nice day. And just walk away.
That's right, Edy.
And relish the fact that you are in the crypto markets. No, I'm kidding. Relish the fact, all the stuff you guys got going on. Don't get fudded out either. There's a lot of stuff. It's all, don't make a move. Be scared. Don't do anything. No, don't play that game, man. Work your business. Be diversified. Have fun. Spend time with your family. And doggone it, listen to Crash and Edy. All right, people. Have a good day. We're out of here.
Have a good day, guys. Love you.
See you later. We are out of here. Pepe heating up. ETH up 6.8%. Solana's up a 10 ski. Gala's up 7.9. You know the market's heating up now. What else we got? XTZ Maker. Alright, people. Have a good one. We're out of here for real this time.
Peace out, y'all.